What's going on, YouTube? My name is Pablo and I am a car addict. Welcome to sunny, well, not really sunny, cloudy Tampa, Florida. Rented an awesome 2018 Camaro RS convertible. Gonna give you guys a little walk around, really cool. This car has the 3.6 liter V6 motor, pumping out around 355 horsepower. Gonna give you guys a little POV drive of this car. I had only previously driven the Camaro SS with the V8. So let's see how this one hangs. But definitely excited to be driving this car. Definitely excited to be bringing you guys a video. So stay tuned and enjoy. All right, so driving the 2018 Chevrolet Camaro RS. This car has 50,800 miles. My first time driving a V6 Camaro and a V6 American car for that. I fell in love with American cars after driving a Camaro SS through the desert in Vegas, and that's what made me look into Jeep SRTs. But definitely, for me, what I like about the Camaro is how connected you feel to the road, right? Like you're sitting in this car and everything is very straight. Everything is very compact. Might be uncomfortable for some people because you don't have a lot of visibility. Like the rear view is a little bit small. The front windshield is kind of like very like sharply in your face. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I definitely like how this car feels. I haven't been able to get on the gas yet because, I mean, you know, I'm surrounded by a lot of cars right now. I'm going into a busy place of Florida. That's actually a nice, probably can't see it, GTI black over there, 4-door, really nice. And yeah, so this is Drivers Anonymous. My name is Pablo. I am a car addict. Thank you again for joining me on this drive. I hope you enjoy this drive. I will be driving about 20 minutes into the beach. And if you guys like my video, smash up those like buttons. Not sure what I'm going to say on this video yet. However, I wanted to bring you guys a POV drive of this 2018 Chevy Camaro RS. It's funny because I thought when I rented it, the car was an SS, so I landed and I'm like, ooh, this is not an SS, it's a RS. But that's all good. Still a beautiful car. I'm still in a beautiful place. I'm not in New York City. Nothing against New York. I love where I live, but definitely need a break sometimes from all the chaos and the mayhem of NYC. And this is a very nice break. I'll be out here for about a week and a half. I will be bringing you guys a little bit more of scenic stuff. Not sure how much, you know, cutting up or how much exciting driving I can bring you, but I'll be able to bring you some cool drives around, you know, like around the beaches out here. I'm on the west coast of Florida. Just flew into Tampa International Airport, and I will be having the car for the duration of my stay, hoping to get some drives up to like Tarpon Springs for some Greek food, or down to Madeira Beach or Reddington Beach for something different. Never been to that part of the Gulf Coast of Florida. Really beautiful out here, very chill vibe. I went to school in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it was a very different vibe than is this part of Florida. This part of Florida is like very chill. Everybody's in flip-flops. Nobody's pretentious. No one's trying to show off. And I really like that. And the food is awesome. You get some fresh fish. Everything is fresh fish, fresh caught of the day. And that's really awesome because you leave here back to New York feeling really good, and then it takes about a week for the stress to kick in, and you're like, ugh. All right, let's punch this car a little bit. Let's see what it can do. Not bad. Not bad. It's actually pretty nice. It's got some pickup. Definitely got some pickup. V6 sounds really nice. I would think that this car modded would sound really awesome. I definitely thought that I would be more disappointed in that, but I'm not at all. I mean, this car, I think it packs 355 horsepower, so it's definitely no schlep. That's awesome. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see. Maybe if you're from the west coast of Florida, or if you maybe would want to see something around this area that I could drive to, let me know. In the meantime, if you don't mind, ooh, brakes are good. Okay, brakes are catchy. I like that. I gotta be careful out here because of construction and traffic and Florida drivers. Luckily, I spent a lot of time driving in West Palm Beach, Florida, and Florida drivers, one thing is that they're very unpredictable. Very, very unpredictable. I remember this sweet old lady took off at a light and just completely took off like between two lanes. It was crazy, but luckily kind of everybody understands the vibe in Florida, so everybody slowed down and let the old lady get back in her lane. But yeah, people drive, the standard on the highway is 80, 85 miles an hour. Good place for me to drive. Wouldn't be a great place for my wife to be in the car with me all the time, because she would tell me, slow down, you're going too fast. You're not going the speed limit. I know, babe, I'm not. That's it. Sounds nice, man. Sounds really nice. What I don't like, that sounds nice. Let me not complain right away. What I don't like on convertibles is you always hear some sort of wind noise, and you can close the windows all the way, but you're still gonna hear something. That irks me. I like being in an insulated cabin, but right away I remember how the Camaro feels. You feel like you're in the cockpit of a car. It feels kind of like a spaceship, like you're sitting in the cockpit of a car. Like it reminds me of kind of driving a Porsche, where you sit and the Porsche is kind of built around the seat in a way. That's kind of how this car feels. Everything is user-friendly the same way in the Jeep SRT. The air conditioning is freaking awesome. The car has 50,000 miles, but the AC is like on point. I haven't messed with the with the screen here, but I would imagine that's pretty simple to use as well. Might as well get another pull. I can do it. Sounds nice. I like how it like rings up, it like winds up. I forgot how it was to drive a V6. The last two cars I've owned, well, the SRT is a V8, and the M5 I owned before that was a V8. The 2003 M5. So both of those cars were V8s, and the engine just kind of takes you more in a V8. But this is punchy. This is fun. It doesn't have to do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds to be a fun car. This is definitely a fun car so far. And I don't have many curves to take. I don't think this is kind of a straight shot. But I definitely want to see how this thing handles around curves. I remember the SS was very planted, was very tight. So I'm curious to see if I can take some turns in this car. Anyway, if you can, guys, smash up those like buttons, subscribe to the channel. This is what I try and do. I'm trying to bring you guys different cars, different perspectives, my honest perspective around cars. I'm a huge car fanatic, driven and loved cars since I could drive with my license, and I don't plan to stop that. It's a very big hobby of mine, and I really enjoy bringing you guys driving videos. It really makes me happy. I'm able to have an outlet for myself, and it's really awesome. And I'm curious. I mean, I'm pretty much I post in the Jeep SRT niche, but I wonder if there's a Camaro niche. That would be kind of cool to to kind of get to know you guys. I'll definitely post some Camaro type terms, and if any of you owners have an RS or have an SS or have is it called the ZR1, the crazy Camaro? I think it's a ZR1. Let me know what you guys think about the car. Let me know if maybe you've driven a Jeep SRT or the cars that you had previous to this car. I would love to know your impressions of what you like about the car, what you don't like about the car, all those things. I'd be curious to see the gas mileage on this car, because I mean, my Jeep SRT just devours gas. I'm getting 9 or 10 miles per gallon, but then again, I have a very heavy foot, as you can tell. But I definitely It sounds nice. That's a nice solid pull. It's really nice. What's crazy is that I'm doing 80 miles an hour, right? But these cars must be doing like 70 miles an hour on a regular causeway. There's a GTI. I don't know if you guys can see it. I love that, man. I still have a soft spot for these V-dubs. My first car was a V-dub, and definitely still have a soft spot for the GTIs, and I'm really happy that they're still making them. I heard that was it this last year or something, they had a special edition that was going to be the final manual produced GTI, which is really sad because, you know, manual Golf or GTI is like such an iconic car, for me at least. I think it's so iconic. It was my first car. Had a Volkswagen Golf R32 back in 2004, which I loved, and I still, you know, kind of go on VWVortex.com and see the classifieds, see what's for sale. That was such a cool, fun car, so unique. It sounded really nice from the factory. It had a 3.2 liter VR6. I mean, you know, that was my first car. I spent so much stupid money on that car. Did a couple of different types of exhausts, and I did the Haldex controller, and I did cold air intake, short shifter, anything imaginable to that car I did. And at the end, with the car addiction, it always gets worse, right? That's just how it is. I ended up trying to turbocharge it. Actually, sorry, I turbocharged it. And I bought a turbocharger kit from a company called HPA Motorsports in Vancouver. And yeah, the car never ran right. Something with the tuning, they just couldn't get it running 100%. You know, I would drive it, it would sputter and shut off on me, or and then for a couple of weeks it would drive, you know, perfectly, and the boost was all over the place. It wasn't holding the boost. It was either a hardware issue or an installation issue or a tuning issue, something that at that point I just didn't have more money to dump into it. And I was like, you know, 21, 22 at the time, and I was at my limit financially. I was in school. I couldn't afford to like troubleshoot it and dump money into it. So I unfortunately had to sell it. But if I wouldn't have done that to the car, I really think I would have owned that car for a very long time, because, you know, when I went down to Florida for school, I literally packed that car to oblivion. Everything fit in that car. It was crazy. And I drove down to Florida, and the car was always reliable, except for doing all those mods, and, you know, turbocharging it was what kind of, you know, was the nail in the coffin. So one of my car regrets. Let me know if you guys have any car regrets. I'm sure that you know, a lot of us watching these videos have spent a lot of stupid money, a lot of ridiculous money on our cars, you know, just to have it to go, you know, 2-3 horsepower, or to make it look cooler, or to make it sound cooler. On the SRT, actually, this morning at the airport, I was just kind of at the gate, just hanging out. And I had, a couple of months ago, I had seen a wide body kit. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick since I'm at a stop. Looks really freaking cool. Let's see, I don't want to crash. Let's see. Shirokai, can you guys see that? Shirokai Jeep Grand Cherokee body kit. Watch. Look how cool that looks. I hope that you guys can see what I'm showing. There we go. Look how cool that looks. Man, that's so sexy. That's so sexy. I would totally consider doing something like that on the SRT. However, right, with the body kit comes a lowering kit. With the lowering kit comes making it look wider and meaner, which means wheels and tires. With that maybe comes some paint work or some body work that you might need to make it fit. So the kit could cost like $6,000, right? But after everything is said and done, And, you know, wheels and tires, I would definitely do some sort of really cool wheels on the car. I don't know what exists for the SRT in terms of aftermarket wheels with a wide tire and all of that. You know, it's probably going to be probably $10,000 out the door. Like, that's a lot of money, you know. Do I mess with that? Do I make the car wider? I don't know. It's fun. It's definitely something cool. Definitely thinking about it. I'm also thinking about doing a cam in the SRT. I'm also considering doing just a simple race stripe. Either, yeah, I think in the front and towards the back, or maybe just the front. Like I have a silver car, so maybe like a white would be like a nice classy touch for a race stripe. Definitely considering all of that stuff. But yeah, wide body kit would be baller, would be so nice. And you know, the beauty of that is that the car is naturally aspirated, so like it's not gonna mess up the drivability of the car necessarily. But I feel like a wide body kit like that, I would probably like, it's just gonna look nicer if I do a suspension on the car. But then I worry, I do a suspension, I compromise the ride quality. I'm in New York City, which is annoying enough to drive in without doing a suspension, and I hit potholes almost every day. You know, I'm gonna have a wider tire, potentially a lower profile tire, and then I just run into the same issues that I had when I had the Beamers. Like, you know, I had to almost have a budget, a separate budget just for tires, from the amount of, you know, bubbles and potholes. And like, I never burst a tire, that I can say I never did, but I always had like nails and bubbles, and a bubble, like I would hit a pothole and a bubble wouldn't show up for like a week, and you can't fix a bubble, you have to get a new freaking tire. So yeah, decisions, you know. Plus, you know, $10,000 is not something that I want to just piss away, and I don't even know if it would add to the value of the car. I don't think so. That would just be for me, you know. Am I going to like have the car in car shows? Probably not. Am I gonna like make money from the car? Probably not, you know. Maybe down the road, if my YouTube channel, nice Corvette, if my YouTube channel blows up and, you know, kind of the car is the prop of the channel, maybe at that point, maybe I would, you know, put it into car shows and all that. But yeah, let me know what you guys, if you're either listening from the SRT crowd, from the Camaro crowd, from the Mustang crowd, let me know your opinion on, I have a silver 2020 Jeep SRT. What color racing stripe would you do? I don't want to do black because I feel like that's just a little too jarring on a silver car. My choice would be like a light gray, like a light, I don't even know how to describe it, but like a light gray and or a white. And I think the white would just look really nice because it has black tires, red brake calipers. My question though for you guys, and curious for myself, is do I do it only on the front hood, on the roof as well, and then down the back of the car? I don't know. I don't, this is my first American car, so I don't know the best way to do it, because I want it to be cool and funky, but I want it to be practical, and I still want it to look a little bit classy without looking too racy and too aggressive. So that's the question. I don't know what to do. So yeah, so that's what I got so far. Should be able to get a nice pull over here. Let's see what this car, well, I don't even know. Oh, here, this freaking turning lights, and very different than New York. Man, I remember driving in Florida, it was so different. My energy was so much more chill driving in Florida than driving in the city. In the city, you have to drive defensively, and I know maybe some of you guys watching my videos and you see the shorts that I post, I don't drive defensively. People have to drive defensively around me. You know, over here, it's like just so different. It's a straight shot, you know. There's not like that's funny, that guy just got cursed out. All right, let's go. goes, man. This car goes. This car definitely goes. It's nice. It's nice. It's nothing, you know, it's not out of this world. It's not, you know, it's not 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, or it doesn't grab you like the SRT does and flings you forward, but it has a good punch. Definitely would get you out of trouble if you needed to get out of trouble with this car. Definitely. So that's good. That's nice. I'm happy with that. Sunshine puppies, that's cute. I wonder what kind of puppies they got in there. Man, I'm missing my puppy so much. I left our little Shih Tzu this morning in the apartment, and it was heartbreaking. He was just sleeping. I saw him in a little camera. He was just like, he has no idea what was going on. You know, luckily grandma's there to take care of him, but it was heartbreaking. I'm like, man, I wish I could say bye to him, but I didn't want to disrupt him, you know. It was like 3 in the morning when I left the house, so let the little guy sleep. I'm gonna miss him like crazy though. He's a freaking cutie. Very, very sweet. And my first dog that I've owned, and I don't see my life anymore without having a little dog. They're freaking adorable. After a long, stressful day at work, they're just there to give you love and say hello to you and excited to see you. It's magical. It makes you feel so good inside. Very, very cute. That's besides the topic. Anyway, so as I approach the beach causeway, definitely going to get a lot more traffic because 11:25. What's today? What, Tuesday? Wednesday? Tuesday? Aston Martin's sick. I love that car. I love Aston Martins too. Yeah, I'm gonna probably cut this off soon, just because really not much exciting stuff to show you, and I don't want you guys to just be on this video yawning at this point. If you guys enjoy me talking and rambling, smash up those like buttons. I can go off in any way of conversation, clearly, as you can see. But definitely gonna cut this off. Gonna bring you guys another video, who knows when. I mean, I'm just here to chill for a couple of weeks. I'm not really planning anything specific around content or around you know, needing to produce or needing to post stuff. I do have some shorts for the SRT that I have to upload, so stay tuned for those. But otherwise, I'm just trying to decide if I cut this off or not. Wow, you got some cool, what is that? Oh, that's a hat. Looks like crazy ass hair. Yeah, let me see how far I am. Yeah, it's starting to get trafficy. That makes sense. That makes sense. And I don't really have a lot of curves to show you. This is a straight shot. Straight shot, straight shot. Over here is a lot of cops and stuff, so. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it. Save some battery on my GoPro. I don't know if you guys made it this far. You probably didn't. How long is it? 22 minutes. Okay, that's not terrible. If you guys heard me ramble this far, kudos to you. I appreciate you, definitely. I appreciate you listening to me just go on and on. Definitely stay tuned for some more videos with the Camaro. I will bring you some more videos around the Gulf Coast of Florida, in and around Tampa. And definitely maybe, yeah, I didn't bring, I wanted to bring a suction cup thing that goes on the glass, but I forgot it last minute. I just forgot to run out with it. So for now, I'm just going with my classic GoPro setup, which is the shoulder strap and the GoPro Hero 11. All right, guys, I said I'm going to cut it off. Of course, I'm rambling. I will talk to you guys in another video. Thank you for joining me on this drive. Smash up those like buttons, subscribe to the channel. Drive safe, be happy, be well. Peace out, guys.